You are the captain of the club. And instead of laying down motivation to your teammates, instead of laying down leadership to your teammates, you're laying down pipe to their mamas.
Rest before we to rest.
You know when Shakira said her hips don't lie, well, Pique does.
Sensational.
But as we grow up, we need to start adding value or looking towards things that actually have value and add them to our masculinity.
In life, you can't control everything, you can't control everyone and how people react to shit. So now you're always gonna be mad because of how someone reacts.
Listen, I'm not fucking anything with the fucking electric current in it, dog. Nothing.
An hour later, he's like, oh, what's your account number? And then a little notification comes in. He's like, oh, thank you so much for your time.
This nigga's a Twitter.
Let Me Mansplain Podcast.
Hello?
Aibo, this guy in the middle of the team tactics, I'm still picking the starting 11 and he posts it.
That's how it's supposed to go.
Aibo, bro, you picked the starting 11 first and you submitted first. Imagine just before the game, bro, while the coach is still picking starting 11. Man, them just show the starting 11 like that time, man. But
niggas act like we can't
mansplain now.
Sensational.
Yeah, that's what we're here to do. Let me
Exactly.
Damn.
Exactly. Hey,
Hey,
exactly.
you used to say that, bro. Like, you
Yeah, the girl who said exactly.
Nah, I'm asking.
Nah, she was joking whenever she said it. So it wasn't
Hi, a serious exactly. Hi.
I ain't bro, ngakjaja, you ngakjaja, fine.
bro.
Girl who says exactly seriously.
Bro,
I agent if I my thought. Hey, but wait.
I once heard a chick say, "Nanti crutch yako."
Yeah, guess this.
Ha.
Ikrachi.
Big.
Oh, I remember
that. Like, was she disabled or something?
Wow.
What? How, bro?
Wow.
Like, some people use crutches all the time, dog. What's going on?
This nigga made me choke.
Wow, sensational. We're getting sensational that early.
I don't understand what's sensational. Nai crutch, yeah. Like, dude, it's a crutch. It's
No, she meant crash.
Hey, boy!
This nigga thinks it's talking about a crutch, a real life crutch.
Like a real crutch.
I thought it was like a real crutch, dog.
Like a baby daddy.
Damn. English is a crutch, my nigga.
We're talking about a baby daddy.
Damn.
Hi, boy.
A real life crutch, a baby daddy.
Sensational. Damn.
Sensational.
Yo, no, that's true. Dying egg.
Yeah. Early.
Yo. No, let's get sensational as soon as we can, because you know what, bro? This is the world's most sensational podcast. You already know. We're back in again, as usual, man. This is Mr. Fear Bavaria in your area, the bringer of truth, the dropper of isms. What you know, who?
That was a very short intro. But yo, man, this is Wesley Sniper. I shoot him from a distance like Roberto Carlos.
I said that kabinde enza abantu abapop plus represent namngani. We let me mansplain sibuyile.
Kanjalo nje. And as always, this is the podcast where everything goes. Just as long as you can mansplain it, let's get it. Bro, this man says this, it's short. Sometimes you just need to get in and do the quickie. He wants us to serenade and Gatorade retrograde the intro and then starts again and seduce man.
Nah, bro.
Get to the thing.
No. This is like, in primary school when we went on a trip and then we played those games. Do you guys remember that introduce yourself game? Jump in, jump out,
jump out,
around, jump in, jump out,
jump out.
You have to introduce yourself. You have to say, my name is Bavaria. Yeah, I am a gem dropper. Yeah. And when I drop, yeah. I don't know what you say. You'll get knowledge for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life.
The rest of your life.
Stupid shit.
Sensational.
Hey, but gents, actually, I want to ask you, do you guys have a series or movie that you guys really like that your chick put you onto that you first thought was cheesy or stupid?
Shit, I have to think about this. Fuck, I have to think about this.
Bruh,
though.
they watch a lot of white girl shit. A lot of
Like
white
that
girl
that
shit.
vampire things. There's this one vampire thing that I thought was pretty
Vampire
was pretty
Diaries.
gay, but I don't know, bro. But there's this one brother in it who's too sensational.
Sensational.
This one guy with the British accent. This man here, he's sensational. I'm treated one.
I don't know, man.
I can't even remember the plots, but I remember having my mind changed after I watched like 3-4 episodes of it. But in total, I probably touched 6. But that's the 6 sensational episodes. That's all I can say. I can't remember which one.
You know which one was for me? Actually, I just remembered it. Remember Umbrella Academy? Umbrella Academy. That one was weird for me, but I liked it, bruh. I liked it. Some white people shit.
Bruh, like Umbrella Academy.
You don't remember it? It's on Netflix. The one where they had like all these kids with superpowers. There's one guy who doesn't age, but he can run. He ran into the future, and there's this one chick who like became a movie star, but she can like make niggas do whatever the fuck they just by like telling them what to do. She makes niggas freeze, and then they do whatever she wants them to do. Bro. It's the coolest power on earth, bro.
It just sounds like the superpower that every girl at Cubana on a Friday night
has. Pussy power.
Sensational.
bro. But you know what? You know what I realized, dog?
Yeah.
Like pussy power, not all pussy power is the same.
Yes.
Sometimes, bro, not all pussy power is the same, bro. Because sometimes, bro, I feel like women have done this thing where they think they all get to drink from the Kool-Aid and hype themselves. Some of y'all can get away with it. Some of y'all, it ain't happening. Some of the gal, when they walk into the club or they walk into the joint, whatever, she knows she's walking in and out of there without lifting or touching her wallet once. Some others of you, damn guys, you have to budget for these things. Things don't just happen.
Some of you.
Others of you.
Did I say that?
Uncle Ruckus.
Did I really say that?
Uncle Ruckus.
The nigga will use words he don't really know.
Yeah, this.
Really? But it's niggas. Did I really say some others of you?
Bruh, Jesus. You'll hear it. I'll kill you with the drops. I'll kill you with the drops. But niggas, have you ever I was thinking recently and I was like, I randomly thought, is expecting a paycheck normal in this day and age? Let me mansplain that sentence. You know how old people are always saying, don't expect a paycheck attached to anything. But now, since we're in a pandemic, shit is going faster, unemployment rates are through the roof. Can we now expect a paycheck attached to the shit that we do? Or do we still have to be humble enough to work for free?
Huh?
For what?
Listen.
Wait, work for money now. Work for money now. We need to have a paycheck. To answer your question, we need to have a paycheck attached to every fucking thing.
Everything.
Commodities. We are the commodity at this fucking point,
yes.
bro. Like we your skills, your time, your yeah, you need to attach
bro.
A paycheck.
Well, yeah, no one's doing nothing for the free ski, bro. You do something for the free ski when you're not good at it, bro. Even the link ups,
when you're still learning.
Even the link ups, girl need to pull up with some food, something. You ain't just going there on a hungry stomach to deliver the service. I ain't bro. This was like
this dick ain't free.
This dick ain't free.
This dick ain't free.
Now I was just randomly thinking, like, Yazzie, you know how old people always like, you have to do this. Like, I don't have to go through that struggle. Number one. Number two, we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic. I can't sit and say, you know what? Just because I'm gonna learn the skill. Listen, I can learn the skill while getting paid for that skill at the same time. I don't have to like shit. It doesn't take human beings a long as time to capture a skill unless you just don't want to learn. in my
Listen.
opinion. Yeah.
Listen, bro. I think I do things for free, but not necessarily for free. Like I'll do it for free, like you don't have to pay me up front, but I know that there is a space for mutual benefits in the relationship with that party. So, for example, some people that I'm doing a series of business deals with, I know that you are an investment banker or you are in the logistics business and I do this, and you'll ask me for a favor one time and I'll ask you for a favor another time. And, we are somewhat going to a certain direction where we can
You've
scratch
attacked.
each other's
That's
back.
not free.
Yeah,
That's not free.
that's not free,
That-
dog. There needs
that's
to be
not
an
free.
exchange of value.
Yeah.
Even if there's not exchange of financial
Yes.
value, there needs to be exchange of some value.
Thank you.
But
And
just a one
How
way.
you view the value and what you put value
Yeah.
on, be it a favor or whatever. If it's not, we can't do free shit for free. I'm sorry, bro. Nah,
Bro, when I realized that I'm sleeping on
only if
myself,
it's with the homies and whatnot. That's when shit is.
I realized I'm sleeping on myself when I was just talking at random about what I do on a Twitter space, and a nigga hit me up in the DM, asked me like, "Yo, tell me more about this." I told him more about this, and then like an hour later, he's like, "Oh, what's your account number?" It's like, "Oh, for the Y." I'm thinking to myself, "Why am I asking for the Y? Let me give the nigga." And then a little notification comes in. He's like, "Oh, thank you so much for your time." I'm like, "Yo, niggas have been giving this ism, and I can get paid for the ism."
This nigga
Niggas
is a
getting
Twitter
free
hun.
ism.
Damn.
This nigga's a Twitter hun. Scamming niggas out there, man. Not even scamming, very get it for free. That's what Kane said. Remember what Kane said? He'll be the chick scamming all the rich niggas of their money. Yup.
Yo, you know what? Finish me. But look, listen, you know what's the difference?
Sensational.
You know what's the difference though? No, dog. You're doing me a bit dirty. Wait. Here's the difference though. Them girl are on the tip of Vulam Lomo, Leana. That one is a Vulam Lomo, dog. That there was no Vulam Lomo. Man said after we had the conversation and we chopped it up and game was exchanged, then he was like, "Oh, what's your account number?" He dropped the thing for your boy, and then that's it. These girls are like, I ain't talking to you until notification comes, and so it's different. But yo, that's my funny story.
I'm glad you told us that, because game isn't given for free. Like we were saying earlier, we'd say that game costs much as you did give it to him pause for free.
Sensational.
As much as you did give game for free, there was, yes, you weren't expecting compensation because game is free. Like, do with it what you want. You can only teach, or you can only lead something to the water, a horse to the water. What's that saying?
And you can't force it to drink.
Exactly.
And bro, it's actually very profound.
Give you the tip though.
He said it was gay. So what?
Aye. Pause.
Wow. Double entendre.
Pause.
Double entendre. Tip.
Pause.
Tip.
Pause.
Ooh. That's a nasty double entendre. Ooh. Tip. We can clearly see who the rapper is here.
Sensational.
Sensational. But no, listen. See, one thing I've noticed, right? And this is actually going to something I've been thinking about, but we'll see if we get there. No homo. This thing of game and knowledge, we really don't have a respect for knowledge, man. Like, I've really realized niggas are not ready to pay for knowledge, and this is to our detriment. A lot of people, man, are not willing to pay for knowledge, but it's only those who are looking to build something. Those people pay for knowledge. Like, I was mind blown where these big business guys. I know Grant Cardone. It's like $100K in dollars, mind you, to a ticket to one of his events where you'll get to talk to him live. And there's this whole system where you do an hour consultation session with him and whatever have you. And I'm thinking to myself, like, before I would think that was just a preposterous, it's crazy amount of money. But like, when you see how networking works and when you see how much knowledge can actually change something, it makes sense. And dude, it's like, not necessarily saying that niggas need to pay us or whatever, but game isn't free. Like, when you think about it, game, knowledge, experience, ism, you got that through hard lessons, man. You got that through failure, trial and error. You got that through. You paid your price for that thing. So a nigga wants to come eat up off you for free after all that time you paid to get this ism. Something doesn't sit right with me on that sometimes. I don't mind it personally, but
now I hear you. I hear
what you're entitlement.
I hear what you're saying, but also in the same breath, people need to know what knowledge they want to attain or what knowledge they want to pay for. Because if you look at the school system, we're all paying for knowledge, but it's not necessarily what the child wants to do. The parents just want a degree from the child. That's it. They're not even doing some shit that they actually want to do because it's just, no, you need to have knowledge. And the only way you'll get a job or the only way you'll seem smart is if you get this degree, if you get this certificate or whatever. You can't be that person to constantly tell yourself, okay, if I need to learn this thing, I need to go get the knowledge. So I have to go back to school, for example. I have to go back to school and pay for more schooling. No. Jump in. And then when there is a gap that you see, it's okay, sure. This actually needs real knowledge for it. The fact that you're already in, hopefully you have someone around to help you, or then you can go and try whatever avenue to gather the knowledge or the information. My thing is, we can't constantly just be spending just for knowledge or information when we're not necessarily putting backing ourselves behind that if it's not necessarily something we seriously want to do.
It's helpful to us.
Or it's helpful to us. So we actually have to know what our plan is in life instead of being like, this seems like something so cool. Let me just see, and then you pay for it. That's money gone again. It's a skill, or it's not a skill. Sorry, it's knowledge added to yourself. But when are you going to use it?
True.
Like you said, like Bavaria said last week, just jump in, just fly the plane without knowing how to fly a plane, and you'll get steady at some stage. If you crash, you crash. It is what it is.
But also to be fair, like, for you to know what you want, there's a bit of like the Kruger-Dunning effect. Like, you don't know what you don't know. Like, the more you know, the more you realize that you don't know much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's there's a systematic thing to it, bro. Because like even the education system, the fact that a lot of niggas just IT, dude, like the way you'll know more than anyone, dude, like the way the world is going right now. In 10 to 15 years, a lot of people are gonna be fucked. Like, a lot of people are gonna be fucked. Like, the way machine learning and AI is moving, dude, a lot of people are gonna be screwed. But you know what? You know what? This is Let Me Mansplain. This is not Let Me Economics. This is not Let Me Spun. No, this is Let Me Mansplain. So let's get sensational with it. The one thing, though, that I know the mandem are looking forward to is those sex robots, because I've been hearing and seeing these conversations. Like, a lot of niggas at the beginning, they're like, I know that thing is whack, whatever. But just let me put on the tinfoil hat for now, bitches. But think of it. This joint is never gonna ask for no cash. This joint doesn't need no feeding. This just shows up. You'll just turn the settings up and you're done. It's all right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do you charge her? Do you charge her?
Wireless charge, Baba. Wireless charge. Baba.
Listen, I'm not fucking anything with the fucking electric current in it, dog. Nothing. I'm not putting my dick next to anything with an electric current. I'm sorry. In a second, my malfunction.
Hey, bo. Girl, they malfunction all the time. What are you talking about?
Sensational.
But that's when girl their malfunction half the time is because I've done a good job. When she malfunctions, this one
sensational.
Sensational.
But okay, fine. That's a good point. I know. No, yeah,
she malfunctions.
That's very sensational. Good point taken. You know, but okay, over there he brought a whole new definition. Guti, ngimshayengo gesi. Ha. Gesi. No. Wow, it's electrifying. Ooh.
But like, honestly, bruh, $6. Yeah, okay, sure. It's cool for those niggas that are that lazy, but bruh, real life, real touch. Yeah, well, you know, like sometimes it's like you like the before I use this word. Spontaneity. Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to say, but then you jumped in. But yeah. Spontaneity. Yeah.
You kidding
Spontaneous.
me, dog?
Spotting.
The nigga will use words he don't really know.
Ha. Spontane. Ha.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
I like this. I like the blood rush and all that shit. Like, let's just say, would say, I know you guys are driving back from somewhere. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Imagine driving and having a pocket pussy, and then giving yourself some shit while driving. That's some weird shit, bro. Like, that's not.
You know what? You know what, dog? You know what, dog?
Yeah.
You know what, dog? You know what, dog? You know what? Let's actually go down this rabbit hole. I've been thinking about this. Not necessarily because I want to do it, no, but it's not going to be unfair that I never fits. Why is it that a girl can buy like a 5-in-1 hammer drill suction function and that's self-love, but a nigga gets himself a pocket pussy and he's weird? Nah, but fits
because you're being weird, bruh. Damn. Okay, wait. Have we never established that women are weird? Have we not established this?
Right.
Oh, bruh.
Yeah.
Now you're trying to be like them.
You see, and also understand, they would say they will always shoot down the shit that we do and make it seem lame just because they're not doing it, or like anything that we do, they're gonna shoot down just for the sake of just.
Right.
That's just how they are. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga killed it even before I could get down the rabbit hole. First, I was going to that rabbit hole was so shallow. Niggas could have gone down, gone in a little bit, could have gone deep. Pause, and then you pull me out. But
you had too much. You took too much of the tip.
Gay.
Yo, hi, dog. Hi.
My bad,
Hi,
my
you
bad.
boys.
What's wrong with
Hi.
Listen to these niggas. Tip
What's
down,
wrong with
pause
this?
deep. Hey guys, can we have one episode without sexual innuendos?
I don't think that's possible.
That's
You know
not
what?
possible.
I don't think that's possible. I don't think we can have just one podcast without any innuendos. Like innuendos and puns are just part of your diet, dog.
Not sexual.
Part of your
Masculine
diet.
though. No lie.
Bro, I'm a puns like I ain't egg, bro. You can't go.
That's how
without
we
them.
release. That's how we release. Like let's talk about it. Actually, I've realized that's how men release anger. It's like, I'm not gonna be mean about it, but like, y'all get what I'm saying. And it's like,
Oh, humor, humor. Yeah, humor.
bro.
Humor, definitely.
That's how. Yeah, and if you're a nigga and you can't take it, and then we're like, then what's wrong with this guy? Then we kind of like, don't want to or disassociate with you about kind of like how we pick
and
Yeah.
this is why, bro. I'm sorry to cut you. And
No,
this
go
is
ahead.
why, in a way, it's very difficult for you to be like genuine mates with most women, because most women take themselves too seriously. Like there's some girls you're born with I no, marazo lo. This one is must G, yeah, must G, yeah.
Sensational.
You can be sensational, and she'll pick it up, and she'll be sensational straight back. And who was sensational? I'm Nandi. But then, yeah, dude, with guys who can't be sensational, something's not right there for me personally.
But in general, yo, my bad to cut you, yo. Like in general, I hate people who just take themselves too seriously sometimes.
True,
Facts.
bro. True.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
sometimes it's like, no, you see what I did. I think this was like last year or something. Yeah, at work, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Someone asked me for help. I'm explaining. The next person who needs help was acting like, it's just taking life too seriously. Bro, the whole time I was hitting jokes. And then they're like, but you didn't teach me anything. I was like, no, because you're taking yourself too seriously. Like, you can't get mad at like people in general. People enjoy getting mad at everything instead of accepting certain things. Or like, for example, you have to kind of accept that in life, you can't control everything. You can't control everyone and how people react to shit. So now you're always going to be mad because of how someone reacted to some shit that you said or did.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Don't take
Bro,
yourselves too
bro.
seriously. People take themselves way too seriously.
And you know what? One thing I hate
Which
about the people who
niggas?
take about them. Yo, Uncle Ruckus.
The nigga will use words he don't really know.
Yo, a malfunction proper. Yo, a man's
six door.
6 doors. Yes, it's like a chip frying, boy.
The cum
But hold on.
made it short circuit.
Hey. Pause. Trima. Yo, what? What? A niggas come dripping. What? Yeah.
You're gonna have a baby cyborg.
Yo, hi. I'm out. Yo, I've exited, bro. I've exited. And let's get back to current events. Oh man. Come on, you niggas did physics, man. Come on.
No, I mean I didn't.
How does energy move in a robot or electronics?
Yeah.
Do what?
Nah, it's nah, we got it. I'll have to listen back. Because I was really waiting for you to like, you know, but yeah, my bad. I thought you were just segueing. But yeah, nah, we got it. Sensational. Just give him a sensational just for the sake of
I need my quota. It's black economic empowerment. It's black sensational empowerment, dog. I need my quota. Give me my quota. I came for it. I want it. I'm gonna have it. But yo, listen, bro, listen. You know, what I was saying with all of this, just to round off this whole sex robot thing, I think, my gents, let's not go overboard and in trouble.
Damn.
But every now and again, it's a good measure to fight PPM. Because I think, guys, if you have to think about it, which one is worse? To have a chronic jack-off issue or to have a chronic PPM issue? Which one is honestly worse if you had to choose between the two?
The jack-off
Terrible
issue.
Jack-off issue is worse than poor penis management.
How's it worse?
I'm asking you, which one is worse between having
poor penis
management? Poor penis management
is way worse. It's way worse, bro.
PPM is worse because there's so many different aspects that can go, that there are so many things that get affected by that one decision that you made. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Bruv.
Even your whole life, even your whole your future could even get affected.
See, Future has PPM and he has 8 baby mamas. Sensational. Hey, sensational.
I didn't see that drop.
Dude, the PPM, Yazzie, and you know what? There's something I want to talk about. I love that we got you, and I actually wanted us to get you. Dude, I've noticed something about my gents, né? As gents, I've realized that we only want to participate in life only if the reward is sexual in nature. And I'll explain. Listen. Let me drop this. Let me mansplain this ism. For most gents, not saying all, but most gents, we only want to participate if the outcome is sexual in nature. For example, if you tell a man to boss up in life, most guys boss up in life, get everything right, let's get information, let's do this, let's become better, let's do this, that. Guys are gonna be like, nah, whatever. But be like, let's get this money, there's gonna be shorties. You'll see how niggas gonna act. Niggas gonna focus now. When you tell them, let's just have fun, let's just go out, shower more, you know, let's just have a couple drinks as the gents, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they may rock up, but once you say good take, never fits. Man will go get a haircut, man will get ready. You tell man, what's okay, there's a business opportunity, this, that, and the other, whatever. Who. Tell him there's shorties. He's there. Ow. Free gym membership, guys.
It's just conditioning though. It's conditioning because it's like, it's not even conditioning, it's incentive. You're adding something that they are truly interested in. That's number one. Number two, I know you can't necessarily generalize it, but you are kind of generalizing because there's a lot of niggas who, like, especially like this year, I've been meeting a lot of like business-minded niggas. And as soon as they hear something, and then they'll just break it down into how it could become a business, something random, break it down into how it can become a business.
Absolutely.
So those niggas, it's just, you have to know your crowd, or you have to know the crowd that you're talking to. So it's like, if you're talking to a bunch of niggas, like, okay, I actually realized this week, I'm not off-ramping too much, but it's like, you can't save everyone.
Yes, sir! This nigga spitting.
Damn, nigga!
That's just the one thing. You can't save everyone.
Oh, man.
As much as you try to show niggas the way, as much as you try to lead niggas to something that you think may be a cool thing, can't save everyone. So going to a crowd
Really can't.
Exactly. Going to a crowd that's likes fun, and number one, men don't like fun. I'll tell you that. We don't like fun. We like relaxation. We like quiet. We like peace. That's what we like. Fun is for women. Women love fun. We go to the clubs and everything for them. You know what I'm saying? So we don't.
Right.
We don't have fun. Men don't have fun.
No, we don't go to clubs to have fun. Which nigga do you know goes to a club to dance? Which nigga do you know goes to a chill sesh, Bryce sesh?
They do. No, wait, they do.
If I have chill sesh with the men them now.
Okay, chill sesh is different.
To girl them.
Exactly. I'm talking about like you know, club life, like you saying, what's it, when dudes get the sense of there's gonna be women there. It's usually the dudes that like going to club life, they like going to my chillers, they be like, how manja because there's the chillers where it's just you and the homies, and then there's a big chillers with everyone else.
Now you're going to what I'm trying to say. A lot of gents are only truly motivated to participate in life by pussy. Largely by pussy.
But you know the crowd that you're talking to. That's the thing. Like, I can't say a large percentage because I'm not around those niggas. That's not my crowd. You know what I'm saying? So when I talk to
no. It's not my crowd either. But if you open your eyes and you observe, don't tell me you don't see it.
Bro, like, let me say it like this. We like looking at the lens, or we like looking through the lens of the streets whenever we're generalizing. The streets is a large component, yes, but it's a specific component on the side. Like, you blew my mind, pause, last week when you said the thing about mentally healthy women. I'm like, and then I started replaying all my memories of all the mentally healthy women that I've been with. Like, you know, this person, we like went our separate ways, but we were just cool afterwards. We even met up afterwards, spoke, became friends. It's like, I forgot how cool that was. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of like the same thing to me, where it's like, you know, there's a lot of people
you're looking at it
too much drinking. Too much from the streets perspective. That's how we like generalizing, especially as South Africans. And I know South Africans, we love having fun, drinking, everything, but 90% of us don't really like. Not 90. Oh, let me not lie.
Not 90.
That's a lie.
Too much. That's too much.
20%.
20%
of us. Oh, I went too crazy. Shit. What a lie. 20% of us don't really like that. We want a more chill lifestyle. That's why, like, you have these different factions or these little group circles that all do their little thing machigis, because not everyone likes doing the same shit. It's just that in SA especially, I think we're like the biggest streets country in the world, if not America. Like, everything's just streets here.
She belongs to the streets.
You think so?
Streets.
Bro, the only way people can have fun is the streets, and it's not the only way.
That's
but
true.
The only way
true.
people.
That's true.
The only way people think you're having fun is when you're doing street activities.
Yes. Like, all hands have to be bad bees, and all niggas have to be scamming heists and things, niggas with tenders. Like, that's the only way that you like. Our viewpoint of success is very narrow. It's extremely narrow,
bro. It's like even when people have this is my last example. When people have games nights, they know what I know. Chicks will be clapping at the games nights. They know that for a fact, because it's not because you want to bring everyone together to have fun. You bring everyone together, yes, to have fun, but then it's also like, it's who can hook up with, like, a lot of the things on, no one has intention and you see, like, not pure intention.
You see what I'm saying?
No intention for actually experiencing shit in life,
bro. And you get into what I was trying to say. See, another example, when you go out to a date with a girl, right? I go with the mind of, let me see what she's like, let me have some fun. If there's some cheeks that come at the end of it, cool, by all means. But, like, if I get just the cheeks and I don't have any fun, that night is an L to me, because I don't have a good time. And sex is not that big a deal where I need to put myself through pain just to get some ass. Whereas most guys see it through the lens of, bro, the first date you didn't smash, you lost out. My thing is, if you went there and she's just a dickhead and she's a wet blanket, no matter how hot she can be, whether I get the ass or not, it's irrelevant. I had a good time. I vibed out. Then after we vibe out, if it gets there, then we get there. But the fact that the one key performance indicator is that the ass in your pen, chillers, Jay. That's the key performance indicator for everything that niggas deal with. Even the fact that it's like, my final thing is to say that even how we look at women, and, you know, I've been looking at this for a minute, and it's like, Some niggas' game is so poor that all they can get from women is pussy. And that's sad.
What's in them?
Yes. Some niggas' game is so
What's in
weak.
them, cheetah?
Let me run it back.
No, wait.
This is an
I hear
ism.
what he's saying. Let me just shorten it. Hold up. Let me
Wait.
just
I'll
shorten-
round it up like this.
Yeah.
You can get a woman to take a loan out for you. She can drive you to work. She can do a whole lot. She can put you on. She will put you on in so many ways. Yes, you can get ass from her. That's great. But if that's enough, what's it, bro? There's so much more they can bring to you.
My guy. Let me tell you something.
Sure.
Yo.
Never ever take something of long term from a woman that you are not willing to commit to, my guy. You are going to ruin your own life.
But yeah, bro, that ism is just simply to say, dude, with all of this, man, when we look at everything through pussy vision, bro, bro, life gets pretty shit if all you see life through is just pussy. That's what I say, dude.
I kind of disagree with that because it's kind of a motivation for some, and for some, it'll lead them down a dark path. Yes, it's not necessarily supposed to be the only motivation you have, but for some niggas, it kind of gets them up every day to go do what they need to do, sadly.
But you know what? I'll say this. I agree with you, but it's like anger, right? It's like anger. Anger is a great motivation.
Not a nurturing. Yes, thank you. It's not a nurturing motivation.
Exactly. It's a good motivation to get you up off your ass at the beginning, but after a while, it's no longer relevant because that means that you are going to be motivated as long as you're angry. And if your situation is very shit, if it's extremely shit, you're going to be angry up until it's not shit anymore. And then once you've hit the level where it's not shit anymore, you're going to run out of fuel. It's exactly the same with pussy. Like, if your motivation is pussy, you don't have to do that much to get it. You ascend like 1 or 2 levels. You'll never reach level 10. You'll stay around level 3 because level 3 is where pussy gets unlocked. And your fuel has taken it as far as it can. That's why I'm saying that it can start there, but it needs to evolve. Being motivated by pussy only works for guys who don't have it. You can't be motivated by something you have, dog. Can you be motivated by 50 Rand? No, but Rand will miracles for that, bro. Miracles will do. But once he has a steady stream of that, he ain't tripping like that. But yeah,
I've also kind of noticed that with motivation. I've noticed that when we're growing up, we're kind of taught everything. We're kind of force-fed propaganda down our throats, and we're taught how to think. And then the time in which we're supposed to.
Hey,
The time that we needed to take to actually discover what we wanted, like we had to actually realize what we wanted for ourselves as human beings. The time that we had to think for ourselves was between like 19 and in our 20s. The time that we're supposed to take for that, we're actually not given the grace because we're like, I know, jump in and become an adult ASAP. So also with motivating yourself, we can't necessarily get it from a specific source if the source was always fed to us. And then once you get to a certain age and realize that motivation isn't necessarily for you anymore, you have to now find a different motivation on your own. And I'm sure that's what we all go through, especially as niggas, bro. We all go through the shit of shit. Now I need to actually find the motivation within myself, and instead of living up to other people's expectations of me.
Yes, sir! This nigga spitting.
Damn, nigga!
Facts. And that's why I said that it's so sad that all your game can get you is pussy, because that is the least of what you can get out of a woman and just people in general. Because even among gents, there's a low level. What can this dude get out of me? Oh, he'll put me on here. He'll do a little this, a little bit of that. There's so much more to everything. And I think it's really, that statement is ready for us to look at what life has to give. And let's see if we're getting the best out of it. And if not, and let's go do the things to make the pots to happen, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Speaking about things that happen in life, I just saw. I was thinking of starting off the episode by singing the song, but I really don't have the energy to sing right now. I don't know why, but I know. Sometimes when Shakira said her hips don't lie, well, Pique does.
Sensational.
Bro, I wasn't even like meant to be on the internet when I saw it. It's like I was just like glancing through it. Like I was just okay, let me just quickly look at a few articles. Then I'm like, Pique, okay, that's the first one. I just fly over it. And then I see again, Pique. I'm like, wait, let me stop and read something. Allegedly.
Oh yeah, allegedly. Nah, that's very peak. That allegedly was peak. Hey? Hey?
Allegedly, Pique. Allegedly, Pique cheated on Shakira. That's all I saw, like, for the past, like, 2 days.
And then, we saw the rest of it with who allegedly it was.
With?
It was with his teammate's mom.
Sensational.
Gavi. But Gavi's is a teen, bro. Like, Gavi could be Pique's son, my nigga. Like, he's a stepdad. I won't be a stepfather. No.
Bro. But let's think about that. That is mad, bro. You are the captain of the club, and instead of laying down motivation to your teammates, instead of laying down leadership to your teammates, you're laying down pipe to their mamas.
Rest before to rest.
No wonder boss is in the hole, bro.
I got the
Pique won a trophy this year, and it wasn't when the boss kids.
These niggas and PPM, bro. It's weird because it's like, my nigga. Okay, I don't care if people are like, you have Shakira. Yeah, Shakira. Because you see, I don't want to go too deep into the game because it kind of annoys me. But remember, she was engaged for like 5, 6, 7 years before she made Pique, and she was like, no, I don't want to ever get married. As soon as she made Pique, they got married and had kids and, blossomed.
Damn.
It's a cycle. What to say, bruh? Karma.
Where's the karma?
She strung a nigga on for years saying she'd want to get married or have kids, and then as soon as she made Pique, she got married and had kids.
Oh, snap. The nigga didn't have the value.
Exactly.
He didn't have the value. Exactly. He couldn't cut the check. Pique can cut the check, Pick. Gavi's mom knows about that, allegedly.
Hey.
Sensational.
Nah, bro.
But I'm looking for this lady, bro. Hey, yo, she ain't got nothing on Shakira, though.
I did, bro. There's very few. Yeah, it was a total what's he to that lady. Her hips, I kamba manga my hips up. Shakira's stoned, my boy. Shakira's stoned.
But I also feel like cheating is like such a stereotypical reason. Like I feel like niggas like, guys, you guys want to do the same shit again and again and again. And it's like, you don't want to switch it up. Number one, number two, why so close to home? Why are you shitting when you eat, my nigga? Yo, you're Gerard Pique. You can get any chick.
The paper. He's messing up. Literally, let's also think about it from a tactical. The only reason Pique is still playing in Boston is because he's Pique. Not because he's good. Pique is long past it. Bro, that's messing up his bag.
Nah, his bag is fine. His bag is completely fine because he has power at Barca. Gavi doesn't. Gavi doesn't have shit. He may be the future, but he's not set in stone. Like Pedri and all these other niggas. So it's like, it is what it is there.
Bro, but it's a bad look for the captain, dog. It's a bad look for the captain.
Oh, he's club captain?
I think he's club captain. Pique is club captain. G.
Bro, honestly, since you say club captain, I don't wanna hold this off for too long. Since you say club captain, let's get into this week's top 5.
Top five.
Right. This week's top 5 is the top 5 sniper footballers. Now, it could rate. I know the honorable mentions will be on fire, but this is just my 5. I just scratched up this 5 like recently.
Wait, let's explain for the listeners at home.
Sniper.
What do you mean by sniper?
Sniper means he can take your girl at any time. Number 1, number 2, always got the fire hands with you. You know, with them, my parents always have the fire hands with them.
Hey, wait, look at Wesley K.A.N.E. He's on that. Listen to this nigga. Look at this nigga. giving himself some subliminal praise here, calling himself.
No. That's what his sniper is, man. But yeah, like no, but I'm gonna retire soon. You know what I'm saying? Not say I'm getting cuffed, but no, I'll retire.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying.
But anyway, not saying I'll get ugly bitches. But anyway,
Sensation.
number 5. Number 5. Number 5 on my top 5 sniper footballers. John. Captain, my captain, motherfucking Terry.
What, bro? Why is okay? That's the 5. That's 5. Okay.
No. I'm just adding him in because of his sensationalism. That nigga was cleaning the Premier League wives, boy. He was cleaning the Premier League wags. He was cleaning them easy.
Wait, so how many other than Wayne Bridge? Who else?
Bro. Like, actually, let me just try and Google this. Let's just say allegedly.
Let's just say allegedly, and then you can say whatever you like.
Anyway, he was kind of sensational, even though I'm adding him here for the biggest one that he was known for, which was Wayne Bridge. But apparently, damn, they also have Ryan Giggs up in this shit. Damn.
I know Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs that one's filthy though. It's sensational, but it's filthy.
Yeah, but anyway, the biggest one was Wayne Bridge, so we'll stick with the Wayne Bridge one. John motherfucking Terry. He was a captain at that stage. That's what I'm saying. With Pique being captain, that doesn't mean shit.
But Terry, you see, bro. The thing is, when Terry did that, he was a fresh young nigga and he had thunder in his legs. Pique is gone.
No, like, okay, Terry was dropped from the England squad and all that shit for some time because he was a captain of England at some stage. And yeah, they gave him a little slap on the wrist, but it wasn't anything heavy. You know what I'm saying?
It's like John Terry still had more to give, like football, sporting wise. Like Pique is gone, bro. Like, God, brother, guy's ankles have been taken for.
Yeah, but anyway,
ride, bro. His ankles are like Uber.
Alright, but anyway, number 4, I have Lodge.
Hey, I plus goes.
Man's hit that. I know. He set up the tripod stand and because he doesn't speak much, does he?
He doesn't need to speak.
No.
He trusts the Lord.
He
trusts the Lord, boy. He trusts the Lord, boy.
Now we're getting to the real ones. At number 3, I think he's the best. I think he's number 1 on the South African snipers list. South African footballers sniper list. Itumeleng Khune, boy.
Well, back in this day.
Back in his day,
He's married now,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's married now. But back in his day, he hung his jersey up. But back in his day,
Fuck, niggas don't want to say something, but it's gonna be so mad, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I'm just like, back in the day. But yeah,
niggas, I have to say this. I already know I know who's number 2. Number 2, bro. He brings a whole different definition to sniping, but Senzo Mayu a dog.
Aye, bro.
Yeah. Bro, you're gonna
could have saved that for the honorable. You could have saved it for the honorable mentions. Jesus. Yo, but anyway, number 2, I have Memphis Depay. He brought Lori Harvey into the game. I'm fucking gaming. He was the one who ushered her into the game. Yes, he did something by trying to marry her at such a young age, but the nigga brought Lori Harvey.
Brad, this other nigga.
We were talking about sniping here.
Yeah, got to a sniper, man. Yeah, bro. Number 1, we all know already. You can't get a billionaire and we not actually mention you for that. You can't be the king, crown the king of football snipers if you got a billionaire, if you got a fashion killer. Big body pins. You know what I'm saying? Number 1. Totally fashion
Big
killer.
Benz. No, Big Benz, bro. Big Benz. He's a sniper in the box.
Big Bird.
The sniper to the girl. Oh, nah.
But anyway, let me quickly run through the 5. We'll go through our honorable mentions. At number 5, I have John Terry. Number 4, Thembinkosi Lodge. Number 3, Tumile Nkune. Number 2, Memphis Depay. Number 1, Big Body Benzema. Honorable mentions. Wilfred
Ryan
Zaha.
Giggs, obviously.
Wilfred Zaha.
Definitely.
Zaha. Man's drilled Ulo's daughter.
Damn.
Moi's daughter.
Bro.
Wilfred Zaha.
Moi's daughter. Bro.
Wilfred
Ronaldinho
Zaha,
as well, fam. Ronaldinho
Ronaldinho. Even Ronaldo.
No, Ronaldinho literally, he got left out of the 2010 squad because he drilled the coach's daughter as well.
Damn.
Shame. Imagine we're gonna see Ronaldinho, but yeah, he was kind of getting washed at that stage, and yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, but my man was a sniper though. Chris is also another nigga. Chris's hit
Cristiano,
list is extensive.
Cristiano Limaz.
Chris got Kim K on the joint. He got Paris Hilton on the joint. Hey, Chris has mad things on the joint, bro. Too many. Arena Shake.
I think Cristiano actually deserves to be in the top 5, but then since he's married, you can't say, yeah, but I put Kone anyway. So
Giroud. I don't know about Giroud. I don't know about Giroud's things.
Nigga, Ben really? Cheating on his wife.
Really?
Yo.
But guys, forget that shit. Forget that shit. Mfotero, guys. Full Foden. Mfotero. Mfotero, guys. That nigga got kicked out of the England squad for having too many holes.
Sensational.
Bro.
Just because you had too many holes.
Didn't this brother from City, Kyle Walker as well. He got into a tiff because he had hookers and coke over at his crib, dude. I remember during the pandemic thing.
That don't really make him a sniper, yo. He just was a degenerate.
Okay.
Being wild.
Okay,
he's a wild boy.
It's just a wild boy.
Just being a wild boy. He's just being a wild boy.
But no, let's go for the bigger ones, the one that everyone knows. Oh wait, who's this Argentine nigga?
What?
The Argentinian. Who chowed?
Tevez.
No, man. With Tevez. No, this nigga Icardi. No, not Icardi.
More Icardi who chowed his teammates. Yes.
But he is a sniper though. He is
Icardi.
a sniper though.
Yeah.
But that one that's not even a sniper. That's not a sniper, bro. That's a bazooka, bro. Because it exploded in his face. How do you tattoo a nigga's kids to your skin, bro?
Like Pete Davidson.
So sad.
Bro,
no, like Mario Kart literally has what's his name? Maxi Lopez. He tattooed Maxi Lopez's kid's face.
Craziness. That's crazy.
That's craziness. That's madness, bro.
That's disgusting, man.
That's madness.
Bro,
that's a bit.
But most footballers do get married young as shit. Sabo Coutinho and all of them were married at like 21 and all that shit. So a lot of these dudes do get married early.
But to be fair, niggas like Coutinho and Messi, I can understand because them guys were there from the start before even niggas got on. Those were teenage girls,
the trick.
High school.
But that's the trick that they use on them. I've heard someone say that about these footballers. There's a reason why they get like, you know, the portfolio managers that they have. If you have like a girl, they tell you, oh no, for your image and for the ambassadorships that they can get, or even the what's this with like sales and
your public image, your PR.
Yeah, they tell them if you have a girl married next to you. Yeah, absolutely. Like LeBron got married at an early ass age. Just sorry to move off for like soccer, but just to use someone who's a big ass baller. He got married at a young ass age, and he's still with the same woman. Glad he's LeBron now. Well, he can actually respect her. But yeah, some other men.
That's an age old thing, though. Because even in corporate and business, dude, like sometimes your professional career has a log off if you're not married, because married guys just come across as more trustworthy. So being married actually does open some doors in that way.
That's like number one. And also number two, in terms of sports is a family game, or is a family thing to watch. So
right.
They have to seem like family men. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them will be wild. Only the ones that want to be wild will be wild, but a lot of them will just stick to that image that they have to portray. Yeah,
bro.
That's what it is.
But my thing is, especially like now, I think we're gonna see a lot more wild boys. Like the money is too crazy now, bro. The money is too crazy.
Yes,
like
and
imagine as a young nigga, bro. Listen, think of it like this. Right now, we're in our mid-20s. we mid to late. We're mid 20s. We mid 20s. We have our wits about us a bit more. Imagine giving your 20-year-old self or your 19-year-old self 100, close to 100 million rand a year.
Whew. I hear that, but at the same time, it's the thing about the club is that they will punish you in every way, in every way that they can, to the point where you're like, I gotta act right. You're not gonna play.
No, but this is the thing. This is the thing, though. This is the thing that we need to realize. But this has there's levels to this, right?
Yeah, wait, hold on. Sorry, I forgot the biggest one. Neymar.
How did we forget him though?
Neymar, the Chris Brown of soccer.
Hey, but that guy, no, he's not the Chris Brown the soccer. He's the Sweet Home Alabama of soccer, because there's only one person he's sniping every year, and it's no one's gal. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about the whole thing about coming across trustworthy by getting married and whatnot. Being a young nigga with tons of guap. And this is the thing about football, though. Football and sports related, or sports performance related, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even though Uncle Ruckus can come through, you know what I'm saying? Dude, imagine a hot young nigga on the bench because he's acting off the pitch when he's like one of your best players. Like, imagine trying to check Mbappe or Haaland off the doing too much off the pitch. Bro, no way. I don't care how badly Mbappe actually keeping the ball. I don't care, bro. If Mbappe is moving like that, Alphonso Davies, bro, that's another young nigga. You don't care how much he's wilding, but if he's going to continue to play like that, bro, whatever. Go ahead. We'll bring you extra hookers. My man, you don't...
I get you.
Remember Alexandre Pato? Bro, how hot that guy was.
Hot?
He said he was gay, so what?
Niggas didn't care that he was always drunk and he was always late to training. They didn't give a damn, bro. They didn't care. But as long as Shane out. So when he started being crap, that's when they kicked him off.
That's facts. Because
even Dembele, bro.
No, bro. Remember when they kept bringing Maradona Coke on the field? There's YouTube videos of them bringing him Coke on the field. So
thank you.
They'll provide whatever you want if you're the best in the world.
Thank you. If you could, and that's just really a metaphor for life. If you got it like that, you will get it like that. It's that simple. Bro, look at Messi. These niggas are making up cups so this man can win something.
Yeah. Like, I can't believe people are actually celebrating that shit. Like, what the fuck is going on, guys? Relax.
That Argentina, Italy thing, they're making up cups for him to win something with Argentina because he's just that good.
Yo, but not to stay on football for so long. Who do you guys will think? Isn't the World Cup is this year, right?
Yeah, it's
2022.
It's in November.
Oh, it's later.
It's November, fam.
Shit,
November.
I'm sitting here.
They've got Arab money.
Oh yeah, in Qatar. I was sitting here gearing up for June. Fuck, can't think. But anyways, who do you guys? Who do you guys have? Or who do you guys support when it comes to World Cups?
Bro, I usually I rate Germany because most Bayern players are there. But to me, bro, I really would like to see Senegal do something. I want an African team to do something for once, bro. Vela can't trust our niggas because our niggas can't get nowhere near greatness.
My man.
Never days. You'll die before that happens.
Bro, can we talk about that? Because I was talking to one of my boys about this, bro. And I really think South Africa is just bad at football purely because we choose to be.
Yes.
Purely because we choose to be.
We actually have our own culture. Like our own football culture. We have our own. We have our own skill that we know. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bruh, we should be like Brazil or some shit.
You know the problem?
Hey.
Yep.
Bro, and it's exactly what I'm saying. We should be like Brazil, but instead we're like England.
You see, we take people's
we should be like
talents,
Brazil, but instead we're like England.
We take people's raw talents and make them into a product and make them be basic.
Not even that.
We do water them. We water them down.
Yeah, that's true. But you see, it's the problem. The problem is, just like the English players, all the English players, especially in this generation, the best of them, or a lot of the best of them, they left England. In South Africa, the pay is too good and the expectations are too low. 15 goals as the top goal scorer. That's not it, bro.
It's not on because
what needs to happen is that it's not. And what needs to happen is that what we need to do is that we need to make sure that early as possible these guys leave the country, because in South Africa, ball control, skills, all of that we have in abundance. We just need to leave, let guys leave and gain other skills from other nations. And Brazil is the perfect example, because like Brazil, Ikasi style, but Ikasi style is not good enough by its own. You need to add some flavor. Like another thing, bro, South Africa just doesn't have finishers. We need to admit this to ourselves. We can't finish for nothing. We need to send go to England, go to Germany, go to Italy, and learn how to finish, and then come back, and then you'll be good. You can't defend.
Yeah.
Send the man them to Italy, bro. Send the man them to Italy.
But here's the thing.
I agree with Bavaria, because you know why? If you go and watch, if you're gonna solely base your view of South African soccer on the PSL, then you're gonna have the same view that Bavaria has. But I challenge each and every one of you to go watch the multi-choice disky challenge. About bro, you can notice we are born in Thailand.
It's because there's no constraints.
You understand? Yes.
They don't have constraints of playing a certain way, because I was gonna say, SA, I think we have some kind of connection with Belgium and the Netherlands or something, but especially Belgium teams where we ship our players off to Belgium and then never hear of them again, or just hope a Champions League side buys them or loans them in or some shit. That's always the way that we do it. Instead of them shopping 9-9. I remember they tried to blind us in 2010 when they just kept taking all our niggas and then just never played them or kept loaning them out.
Yeah, like Zungu. Zungu even came back and he had to come back and play for Sundowns.
But Zungu, he was also wilding. He was a wild boy.
He was wild. Yeah, he was though.
He was a wild boy. You see someone who passed it out, right? When Brighton they didn't even play him. They barely played him.
Yeah. And then they had to. Then that's when which team bought him again?
Bright
Al-Ahli.
And
exactly.
you see when I came this thing of multi-choice disky challenge, that's when the talent is raw. The talent is raw and needs to be refined. It's not going to be refined in the PSL, because the PSL, bro, it's a very weird league. It's quite weird in that if you're not entertaining enough, they don't look at you a certain way. But also if you're not efficient enough, it's like, bro, just let this guy go and play somewhere else. Go play somewhere else where he's going to refine that talent, and by the time he comes back. Because look at the Bafana squad. Not Bernard Parker, Benny McCarthy.
Wait, please don't go there. Wait.
Don't even
Benny McCarthy. No. Benny McCarthy went to Porto. He went to Blackburn. He finished his whole career. He came back fat and he ran circles around everyone.
He's still running. Yeah, exactly.
Pinar, bro, you could see with Bafana, bro, that guy was a level above everybody. Tulani a level above everybody. Everybody. And that's what I'm saying.
Serrero, so much so that they couldn't even gel with him. Nigga was trying to finish. I know when he was playing in England, maybe in Mklambe,
he was a real number 10. He would
come back here.
Yeah, in Ajax, dude. I remember. And that guy was starting.
Yeah, he's a real fucking number 10, bro. He would try
that guy was starting over Lassation. He was starting over real niggas. Bro, yeah, bro. So to me, it's like, and also another thing, bro. Guys don't know how to spread a ball. Guys can, like, to do a crossfield ball. Can we send a couple young niggas to Spain so they can learn how to pass like a proper thing?
I was gonna say, we were like La Liga back in the day, because only two big teams, Pirates and Chiefs and Pirates were the Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates were the biggest teams. So it was like those teams will always try to fight it out for the league or fight it out for top honors or for mostly popularity. Then everyone else will follow behind. There were a few favorites here and there. But I think now Sundowns they've now found their DNA. No one can distort it. They can only improve it now. Because Sundowns is now a class above everyone.
That is
the
true,
wallet.
Though.
The wallet.
Of course it's the wallets, yeah. But now but it's also the way they play, because we could buy whoever we want, but then we wouldn't necessarily know how to make them play. Their football is crisp. It's quick. You can't keep up. They are class above everyone else. It's craziness now. And you can just, it just comes to show to know, give people DNA, give people an identity, or give a team identity and DNA, give them something that is known that's okay. Sure, when I go to this club, we want to play.
That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem.
I think it is, no, it's not. Golden Arrows. Abafana Best 10. How many times do they do it? I remember they did it in a final, like back in 2013. They were fucking killing us. I was like, yeah, guys, show off a little bit. But when do you guys, show your identity? You know what I'm saying? Like, show yourself.
That's true. But you know why? You know why Sundowns is working? It's what Bavaria was saying, and they have a mixture of it where they'll send a few players out into the European fields or the English fields, like they did with Upesitao. And then they'll have a few people from there come over to the team and train the existing niggas like Abo K.A.N.E. K.A.N.E was trained by
I see what you're talking about. I can see what you're talking about. I just thought of the name.
Yeah, I forget his name. But we got trainer Lutuza no K.A.N.E be train abantu bo Baxter and Pesce is from England. So they train abo bantu, and it was a perfect mixture of send a few niggas out and the existing niggas who can captain the team, because K.A.N.E ended up captaining the team, or the few niggas who can end up capturing the culture. These niggas can play, but we need to edge them out just a little bit more. So we need to bring in the resources for them. Bengala. That's what happened. And then it was a fine mixture of old players with new players.
Bro, and you know what's another thing? We as South Africa, like Bafana, we don't have an identity. And this is where you look at Brazil. Brazil, bro, most of their players don't even play in that Brazilian league. But when they all come back to Brazil, they know what to do because there is an underlying culture. They know what the football is. Tina, bro, we don't have that thing because sometimes, like, we don't even give a coach a time. You need to have one coach who's going to have and ingrain the type of football and play. Then all the other coaches under him, from under 12 all the way up to under 21, under 23, whatever, all of them also are going to play that same football. So when they start at grassroots level playing this thing. Spain, they did that. Brazil, they did it, all these places. And South Africa, we're doing that for cricket, we're doing that for rugby, but not for football. Bro, niggas in South Africa, from the time they're like 11, 12 to the time they're like probably 16, 17, they're being coached by maths teachers. Let's keep it about 50. We're not having this thing of these small clubs that are bringing your talents and making sure they round out all your edges and seeing where you're missing here and where you're missing there and putting you in the place for you to succeed. Whenever will you see, very seldomly will you even see a football coach, which is mostly in schools, who is engaged enough to see that, this boy who has a really good touch, but he's going here to growth spurts at age 14 and he's huge. Let's make him a ball playing center back. No one ever does that. It's like, you're a striker. You've been a striker since grade 3. You'll be a striker your whole thing. And then now you're going to, for the first time, you'll see a structured coaching manual or a structured coaching method when you're like playing in uni or you're playing in an academy after high school. An academy should be from like under 12, dude. And this is our problem. And then on the other end, even at Bafana, you have these about Danny, Jordan, and all these niggas, bro, who will force Bernard Parker down our throats, who force all these guys, bro, down our throats in the squad.
Trash ass niggas.
They're gone, bro. They don't even give a coach time. They don't give a coach time to find a philosophy. We've just been switching between coaches. They'll give Gavin Hunt one day, then they'll give Egerson one day, then they'll give Mashaba one day, then they'll give this next nigga one day. And then when this guy has his own crop of players, people will complain, where's Lodge? Where's this guy? Where's this guy? This guy doesn't fit the system I'm playing. Bro, in Spain, they made a way for Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets to play together, but they left out Mata, they left out Silva, they left out Thiago, they left out Intuan that are good. But all I want to say, man, is that South Africa, bro, South African football has the potential to be, we should be the greatest footballing country on this continent. We have the best league. the highest paid players on the continent. We have all the infrastructure, everything, just like England, but we're just too comfortable to let our football evolve. And just like England, what is England's playing style, Buffett? What is England's football? We know in Spain, whether you play for Madrid or you play for Barca or whoever you play for, you're playing tiki-taka football. You know you're playing tiki-taka. Ramos and Pique hated each other in El Clasico, but they found a way to come together when it was time for Spain. But bro, England, bro, even they had Terry and Scholes and Rooney and all these guys, but these guys hated each other.
England played politics.
Play proper.
They play politics.
Exactly.
But we've spoken about this. We've spoken about this before, where especially with their lineups, are so horrible because you can see that the coach didn't pick these niggas. Someone spoke in his ear and said, "Hey, we like this kid. Put them in the starting lineup," and they would fuck up the game. But anyway, that's something. It's a whole different conversation. But speaking of,
you notice how Sancho, when he was good, when he was in Dortmund and he was good, they didn't play him because he wasn't playing in England. But the moment he comes to United and he's shit, now he's getting more time. And we need to stop doing that thing in South Africa, bro. We need to give a coach the reins, let him put together a whole scouting system all the way to under 12, decide on what the footballing, and give this guy a 5 to 10 year contract. No matter how badly he does, just let him put the foundations there, and then let the kids come up playing this football.
But at the end of the day, that's money, yo. That's the end of the thing. That's the end of the day. At the end of the day, that's money, and that's something that we don't have.
Yo, Uncle Ruckus.
The nigga will use words he don't really know.
Yeah, guess this.
Bruh.
We have it. So if there's one thing I've known, with South Africa, we have money.
No, bro, we can have the money, but not actually have the money. Do you understand? Like, you get me though. We can have it. It can be there, but no one's gonna touch. No one. It's not gonna be.
No one's actually gonna give it out.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
That's the problem.
Yeah. No, but that's why I'm saying the leadership, bro. My last thing, take out the leadership. It's Lucas and take Benny, bro. Niggas who know football.
They can know, but they may not be good coaches. Yes, they did play overseas, but they may not be good coaches. Not as coaches, but as football figures and ambassadors within the board that suffer to make better decision making that's based on a proper. Yes, like bro, the most successful clubs. Even look at Man United right now. They should, because their owners are not football people. Look at Chelsea, bro. Chelsea, he was Abramovich was an oil nigga, whatever, but he knew football. He's a football guy. He was invested.
He loves his club. He was invested. So that's why he made good decisions, and he made sure that Chelsea come up on top. As much as City is whatever, but Pep and a lot of these guys, Pep has it. Sheikh Mansour is probably sitting there shitting on girls, bro, and sends some money when he needs to. City's what's this thing? Management or City's ownership actually also knows it, because with having Mancini and them there. But anyway, not to stay too long on this topic. Speaking of wins, guys, we up, niggas. We up. A big W for Captain Jack Sparrow.
Sensational.
For what other roles did he play? Give me Johnny Depp's
Edward Scissorhands. I know he was Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands. That's where you throw up the W for. That's how we throw up the W with the scissor hands. You measure those long ass fingers, bro. Edward Scissorhands. Willy Wonka. Mr. Willy Wonka. W. Oh, that's a W. Willy Wonka. You talk about that W, guys.
Sensational.
Finally, that nigga.
I'm sorry. I have to say this. I think he's free, but I wouldn't say it's a W. It's a draw. Nothing more. Because I don't know any man who can have a broad shit on his bed and still come up a winner on top. Because wow.
So sad.
That's a W. What draw? Well, nigga, that's a huge W. That would have went under the rug for anyone else. Huge W. It would have went under the rug for us.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Else, like shit. That's a crazy W.
Fair. But bro, this is what I keep talking about. This thing of bros can look so bad. Because let's not lie. She looked really bad during this trial. But Amber Heard is fire, dude. That's a fine hunt.
All right.
I ain't gonna find out. I'll down this so niggas can wear me, bro. If it's no.
Listen,
especially she's not in the Aquaman joints.
Now listen. She's not that pretty for people to look past this. It's just that the delusion of Americans and whatever, with all the little groups and supports, they're now going to start pushing like, oh no, she was the main victim here, blah blah blah. So they're going to start pushing their propaganda because that's what Americans do. Propaganda is their middle name. You know, publicity, attention. Part of
I hear that.
The game. You know what I'm saying? So
I hear that.
It has nothing to do with the looks, and she's not even Kim.
No. That's not what I'm saying. That's not even where I was getting at. No, y'all niggas never let me finish enough. What I was saying is that, bro, she's a hot chick, but we cannot understate the thing of selection, bro. The thing of selection is so important, and I think over the last few years, we've been seeing time and time again how important this thing of selecting is for gents. No matter how much money and prestige you've got, there's no level of that can undo a crazy broad. We see Will is eating. Will is suffering, bro. This boy shat on his bed intentionally.
Nah, bro, I'm still stuck on Hots, bro. Like, if she was hot, she would have won this. You know what I'm saying? If she was that hot, she would have won this.
Like, bro, no.
Come on.
No, there's too much evidence, bro. She got
too much evidence against her.
No. I'm not saying that she would have actually. I'm not saying she would have actually won it. I'm just saying, like, people would have been like, but then Johnny, come on, man. Like, people would have actually.
They were, boy. They were.
Even though he would have won
that.
Even though he would have won with
evidence, they tried it.
Exactly, but she wasn't pretty enough for them to actually vouch for her like that. Now it's a crazy feminist.
Bro,
no, but I'm saying, now it's the crazy feminists that are now trying to push this anti-men thing. It's like, guys, leave it alone. Like, she was caught red-handed. There's nothing you can do.
She was caught. I got cool foot. The one that killed me, bro, because I started watching the series online where they used to watch her sit in court and they'll watch the thing dismantle. They'll dismantle her whole statement and her whole arguments in front of her in real time. There's this one time there they were questioning and grilling her about the pictures because she sent out pictures saying that Johnny Depp beat her, right? And they were photoshopped, right? And she was like, no, they weren't photoshopped. The saturation, no. She turned up the saturation and she made the marks look worse. And it was all makeup and whatever.
That's fucking Photoshop.
Yeah. But the thing is, she was painting it as if, no, I took one in the day and I took one in the night. That's why the lighting is a bit different and you can see one more. And then they bought a forensics, a photo. He's a something forensics guy on the stand. And then they were like, okay, tell us about these pictures. He's like, no, these pictures have been doctored. He's like, how do you know? It's because when you open a photo file, the metadata tells you whether it's been edited or not. There's a certain extension that's this, and this if it's a normal picture, and there's a certain extension that's this, and that afterwards. And then he's like, look at the size of the picture. You can't tell me that a picture that's taken in the same light, the same angle, the same everything, one is going to be 15 megabytes and the other one's going to be 20, or the other one's going to be 35 megabytes.
That makes sense.
The same thing. I know you did something to this thing. And bro, when he said, and then we got Fefes, and bro, Amber Heard, we are Fefes, and she tries to act like she's crying, and then she'll cry, and because she's just cute, and she's even a shit actress, she can't even do that properly. She even shits on that.
How dare you?
Just too sensational.
The funny thing is, bro. The funny thing is, you know, when a case is kind of like, it's kind of closed and shut, even like when you're opening it, it's kind of like, bro, but from the beginning, even like Johnny's witnesses were fucking sensational. I have to give it to Johnny's witnesses because they brought up a lot of people. They brought up a lot of people who worked for Johnny and who knew of Amber and her little. Her ways.
Potential.
There's two guys that stand out for me. One guy, he was vaping while he was talking to them, and the whole time he was telling them, Mr. Depp I've never seen anything of that nature, and you could tell with them
Here's the
last guy that killed me.
Yeah. No, keep going. The last guy.
The last guy that killed me was the guy who gave his, I think it was the last witness or the second to last witness. He gave his testimony a few days before they gave out a verdict. Dude was nonchalant. I think I sent it to the group, bro. Nonchalant.
Oh yeah.
The attorney, Amber Heard's attorney or defense attorney kept on saying, "Oh, this is your 15 minutes of fame. Or this is you showing off." Umchita was just like, I don't have anything to gain from this. I used to work for Mr. Depp, but I really have nothing to gain from this.
Finish him.
And I could say the same thing for you by representing Amber Heard. I was like,
ooh,
damn.
Gotcha, bitch.
And you know what's even worse? You know what's the biggest W? This bro's gonna be bankrupt after this because Johnny lost paper. Now he's coming back for his own, and she ain't got it like that. So hey, go bitch.
But
Really got it like that.
Yeah, but here's my thing. I feel as if as people we're forgetting that pathological lies actually exist in this world. That's why I hate this whole thing of this your like telling my truth and this your truth, my truth, and then the what this your story, my story, and the truth. No. Sometimes you have
truth.
It's just the truth. Sometimes you have to realize that people do lie in this world. That's what this new era or day and age has now tried to throw on us. So you know everything is through the lens.
Crazy is normal.
No, yes, that's true.
But the believe all women thing.
Yeah, but
this believe all women thing as well. Of course,
but in general, I'm saying everything is now through the lens of perspective. So if I don't perceive it that way, then it's not going to be that way just because I said so. Nah, this person's a pathological liar. We forget that certain. Of course. Wait, hold on. We forget that certain humanly aspects still exist in people. Because now we're trying to create our own avatars and say, well, no, I identify as A, B, C, and D. Be kind, be nicer to people. You don't know what they're going through, but then it's usually those are the ones that are doing some fucked up shit to people. So it's like we keep trying to reinvent ourselves and trying to convince people of who we are, but then we keep disregarding human nature and how people actually are. But yeah.
And another thing, bro, I hate bringing genital politics into this thing, but this, if anything, and I like this because it's not just about men or women, but if anything, the happenings of the past year or so, like the big celebrity news, whatever, has been reminding, I don't know about everyone, but me, is that it's very important, guys. Stop dating mentally fucked up people. Like we date mentally fucked up people too much. To the point that it blurs your perception. Because, bro, this Amber Heard thing is no different from the boy on the block who's now catching heat because so-and-so said this about him, and apparently he did that. Obviously, not every gent has a Johnny Depp lawyer and everything to put his case on plea, but the other niggas have caught some L's because of so-and-so was said, and this was said, and that was said. And obviously, bro, when we see crocodile tears from Galau, everyone's buying it, and he's gonna be cost out quick.
Yeah, but let's also be real. Niggas are also mentally unstable out here. We can't necessarily
absolutely
women. So
and niggas, I'm not pinning it on women. This is I think the fact is, let's look at what the thing actually is.
Yeah, but
let's
also
find the truth.
At the same time, also niggas will also gravitate towards what they know or what they are. So like we were saying last week when we were saying about the cheating things, like you just know your person. So if you like toxic women and you're a toxic person, you only gravitate towards toxicity. If you're a normal person, if you're healthy, you only not only gravitate, you will experience other people, of course, but it won't stick as much. It won't stick as much, and the people that you constantly encounter will be the same because that's low-key who you are. You're low-key dysfunctional. So at the same time, it's not necessarily genital politics or even gender politics, but also it's just, for me now, I look at everything from a human standpoint.
Yeah,
that's thinking true. Niggas do this, women do this. As a human being,
and women do that. Yeah.
As a human being, what she said was fucked up. What she did was fucked up. He also admitted to his mistakes, but then his mistakes weren't as fucking crazy as hers. Of course not. So it's like, yo, listen. He also admits to good side. I get coherent, so it shows good side. He likes that type, or he's used to that type. So he now has to change that type or change that thing about him. Because if he constantly keeps going back to chicks like that, he'll constantly have to fight. Can't deny. If he's also mentally fucked up, he'll also need to work on himself and then find himself somewhere. So and as much as he was the victim, he also needs to work on himself in the future too.
Yeah, that's true. People, all of us need to work on ourselves, because sometimes, bro, we like going to places where we're going to get messed up because I don't know, bro, it's a psychological, there's just something not right with your pathology as a person, where you consistently put yourself in harm's way. And I just think people just need to be very cognizant of that. And I don't want to be all yeah kumbaya whatever, but I demand them who are moving with Dora the Explorer, game in game out.
For me, it's also a thing of when you're a person who doesn't necessarily gravitate towards the public. Okay, actually, fuck that shit. To me, there's no such thing as a stupid person. I use that word a lot, and I will continue to use it, but there's no such thing as a stupid person. It's just people have the inability to think. So it's like, okay, cool. If I'm going to do something and I start thinking, okay, sure, if I do this, what else are my actions going to affect? Some people don't have that step in their head who would say, okay, if I do this, what else is it going to affect? It's like, okay, let me do it. Fuck it. Whatever happens after that, I'll deal with this. So it's just a lack of critical thinking skills that makes people fuck up 90% of their lives.
Yes, sir. This nigga spitting.
Damn, nigga.
That's facts. And it's PPM as well sometimes. It's just long-term PPM.
Yeah. That's something that we'll never. I don't know. Like as a machita, like sometimes it's like there's a time and place for everything. I was saying this to Kane the other day. We walked past a pretty chick and all that stuff, but we didn't say anything to her. And in my head, I already read her. And so it's like, okay, sure, this one, she's gonna want us to talk to her, even though she has like we could see. And then when he said this, I was like, boom. This is why I like being places with my niggas, because my niggas understand when and when not to. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Experience is the best teacher, and but I don't want to be genital politics.
Genital politics. I just think it's when you are a person, especially as gents, it's when you have lack of self-control and you're someone who lives through their vices. Because whether we like it or not, women are a vice for a lot of us, right? And for a lot of us, self-worth is determined by women. Like, you could be successful in so many different endeavors, academics, whatever. Even in school, coming up, I remember I sat and I thought about this. Like, niggas were in school winning in academics, they were doing well in sports, but it was the niggas who were doing well with the girl who we always looked at like, no, this is the man who needs to put me on. Like, this guy's whole trajectory, his life trajectory is different because he's doing well in the education aspect. He could get a scholarship. He could go to Harvard. He could do a lot of things. But this nigga who can put his dick somewhere for 15 minutes and bust it, that's the one we want to daps. And it's like, yeah, the way we look at things is it's a bit off. And I think outside of just women as well, partying, alcohol, so many things, we look at the world too much through our own vices, man, and I think it's a problem.
I think we can lend that though to prehistoric, like it's like a cockfight.
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Pause.
Huh? What?
But cocks, like no cocks, like a cock and a chicken.
Oh. You mean a rooster? Like, I don't know why you had to do too much. Just say a rooster.
Isn't there a difference?
Bro, I just know it's a rooster, bro. But anyway, continue.
But a cockfight.
Yeah.
The fuck am I hearing? I just come back and I just see a cockfight. What the fuck? What's going on, guys?
Yeah, I was explaining that it comes from just like I'll use the cockfight as an explanation from innate masculinity is like that. And because after winning in a cockfight, after the reward is a woman or the chickens, the hens. That's your reward. You now be with the hens because all the hens love you. That's how it used to work. So I think it's a natural thing. That's why we used to mainly gravitate towards that as youngins. But as we grow up, we need to start adding value or looking towards things that actually have value and add them to our masculinity.
Yup. And just life, man, because you realize that certain things, bro, they're fun when you don't have them, but when you have them in abundance, you really get over it. And I think that's something that's happening in my life right now, man. I'm realizing that certain things that I place so much value on don't matter as the things that I actually place value on.
But
because, bro, like coming.
Also realize that we are like at that age where shit is gonna start or shit's gonna start changing for us mentally, specifically because we're in our mid-20s. So mentally, we're gonna change dramatically. Shit that you found interesting 5 years ago won't be interesting to you today. So it's not necessarily a man thing, but it's a human thing. Like we were saying, it's a human thing where your mindsets will change. But at the end of the day, if your mindset changes for the better, it's good for you. But I know we have to, like I said earlier, we're now at the stage or at the age where we now have to purposely put the work in order for our lives to be like such and like such and like such, or our mentalities to be straight.
Exactly.
But you know what? I realized, oh my bad, let me quickly cap this off. I realized that we have a people problem on earth. People don't know themselves. We constantly chase life and try to figure out life. We never necessarily want to figure out ourselves and figure out, I can't believe I want to say this, our purpose in life. We never want to actually like figure out what we like, what we want. We look at something, and if everyone else agrees, we want to also agree with that. Some people are like that, some people are not like that. But then some people that aren't like that also want to force their individuality on other people and say, your shit is stupid. Look at what I'm doing. None of y'all are doing this shit.
That's true.
That's facts. And you know, this is why it's a people issue for sure. But the only reason I said it the way I did on Let Me Mansplain is because the way that issue manifests, it manifests a specific way for gents, right? And that's why I put it in that thing. That's why I talked about it as a gent, because I think it's different, man. It's different, but it's the same thing where we live through our vices. Nah, it manifests a different way. Abo soft life, abo Sabawell merchants, they live their life a different way. And I think at the end of it all, the only thing I take away from it is that just spend time with yourself, sort your own shit up, and get your shit together and come right, man. Easier said than done, of course, but the reward at the end of the day is so good. Just like calling Black Label. More reward at the end of the day.
Sensational.
Sensational, dog. Sensational. Yo, you niggas shut me down so abruptly. Too abruptly. Jesus Christ, when was the last time I used that word abruptly? Guys, I realized a nigga knows too much English for his own good now.
Well, it's a team.
Yeah.
Best thing is funny in place.
Hey, what kind records? Kind records, bro. That shit pushes shit to a whole other level.
I also realized that not to offer him too much, but also realize that people didn't learn shit in high school or in mostly high school, where it came to writing emails, typing emails, writing letters. There's no structure in their fucking emails or messages and the fucking slang. It's like sometimes, guys, let's actually just try to be corporate or try to be professional. Get your spelling right. Autocorrect is there for you too. Don't use words out of context. You know what I'm saying? Nah, guys, come on, let's go. Let's be serious about our shit sometimes. That shit pisses me off sometimes. I get an email, you're gonna come, bro. This other fucking, I don't know, he was like a manager. He starts his email off with shop. Oh, hell no. I'm like, number one, the fact that you're not black. Bro, number one, the fact that you're not black and you're saying that to me. Now I'm gonna sit here like, the fuck you think this is? And then people told me, no, this guy's like super chill. But I'm like, don't say shop to me. This is email. You don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, maybe I'm taking myself too seriously, but nah. In the workplace, no one's your friend, bro. So nah, don't say shop to me.
Yeah, we all here for this paper, man. It's fake love, man. It's fake love when you're acting like we're a whole corporate family. What? No, man.
Bro, I understand. My maturity understands working together for us to reach a common goal. I'm not saying let's be best friends to try and reach the score. Being best friends won't reach the score. Otherwise, we're going to sit and talk to each other the whole day if we're best friends. If we're going to work together, then we're going to be like, all right, we know that this is work, but after this, nothing else.
There's no need for anything else, man. And that's the problem. We try to speak to buddy and blur the lines.
Right. And we also need to realize not everyone's your friend. You can't call everyone your friend. It's just this person's your acquaintance, your colleague, your whatever, your sister's brother's friend.
Bro.
Let's stop acting like we cool with everyone.
Bro, Yazzie, that's something I've been thinking about quite a lot as of late. And I've realized sometimes we fool ourselves into this false sense of security, thinking we have so many options when we really don't. And what I mean by that is not that you don't have options and there's nothing for you, but the more fussy or the more selective you are, the less options you have. You feel me? Like in terms of the people you can get with, whether it be in a romantic sense, in a business sense, in a whatever sense, the more selective you become, the less people you have. So if you, for an example, business-wise, all your goal is to do is to make money, you can do business with practically everyone because that's the goal of every business. But when you start acting things that I want people with this character, this vision, of this caliber, doing this in this industry, that you now cut and size down those options that are cool. Even when you have friends, you're like, oh, I just want to have a good time. Wow, literally everyone on the planet Earth can be a friend. But when you start defining what that good time is, and you start defining the principles you want these people to live by, and you start defining things, that list gets withered down. Even though we hate this topic or we hate the thing of genital politics, but when it comes to just the women you entertain, niggas want to be like, I can get every girl. Why would that be a proud thing? Yes, the capability, sure, absolutely. You want to be able to be competent. But this thing of everyone just fits. Yeah, everyone fits with you. Or everyone can get
when I studla, when I slender, when I'm obesa, when I kale cool,
you know, even when we take it away from looks, just character.
Shebana pins.
Oh man. But anyway, dogs, I think for me, man, I think that was apt. That was enough. I'm full.
I'm right.
I think with that, guys, because we're full, and we have been satisfied with the level of ism that has been displayed on today's pod. I think I'd like to close it out by reminding everyone that you know what it was, you know what it is, and you know what it's always going to be. This is the Let Me Mansplain Podcast. That goes LMNOP.
Hi.
Now I ignore him when he tries to reach. I ignore him now. Let him reach. It's fine. He must reach only once. He lost the point. He can reach. It's fine.
But you know what, man? As always, it was yours truly, man. Feel Bavaria in your area.
Oh snap! My bad. Yes, I wasn't even paying attention. My bad. I know. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Screw it.
I know. Listen.
This was the world.
This was Wesley Sniper.
This is Kane.
Bro, this man off the tongue. Hey, this man. Oh no, guys, we need to take ourselves seriously. Professionalism. I get.
It's the end, niggas. It's the end.
Aye, professionalism, nigga. But yeah, man, as always, you know what this was, you know what this is, you know what's always going to be. The world's most sensational podcast, the Let Me Mansplain Podcast, where everything.
I am to just try it out.
Hey, listen, your clothes are not outside getting soaked by the motherfucking rain. Fuck you on about.
No, my God, I had the same experience like 2 minutes ago. Oh.
My clothes. Shit.
But me anyway, too, my clothes.
We're everything.
Oh. Everything.
No. Everything goes just as long as you can mansplain it. Jesus Christ.